Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are gathered here today, not for church or anything. We're here talking to the man of the hour, too sweet to be sour, the ultimate sign of power. What you see is what you get, and what you don't see is even better yet. That's right. I'm with Diamond Select's own Zach. How the heck are you?
I'm doing good. How are you, sir?
It's a beautiful June day. I'm thriving and surviving, as the cool kids say. I'm doing good. It's good to see you again.
Yeah, it's been a little while.
It has been a hot minute, and in that hot minute, you guys have been doing some crazy stuff. I'll tell you what, pre-orders, boom, 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 new product show, boom, boom, boom. We got some cool stuff to talk about today, but before we talk about that, you, sir, went coast to coast, from what I understand.
Yeah, they flew me out to Anaheim for Star Wars Celebration. That's my first plane trip in like 2.5 years, something like that.
Oh yeah, since everything happened, for the thing we cannot mention on online. So yeah, how did that? Were you shocked that you were going? Were you excited, nervous?
I was a little surprised they asked me to go. I haven't been to a celebration in like 20 years. It's been a while. I went to the one in Indianapolis a long, long time ago. And that was when I was working at Toy Fair magazine. So I wasn't even for work. I mean, I've only been working at Diamond for about 11 years. And this was my first celebration with them. So that was cool. But yeah, it was neat. A lot of stuff to look at. A lot of videos that came out of it. I don't even think I've watched all of them yet. Just because I was too busy working when they showed them. I got to meet a lot of celebrities, get their signatures for stuff we're going to give away, and yeah, it was a good show. Good show. Hard work during the day, but we got to relax in the evening.
That's awesome. I just wanted to pull up some stuff here. It looks like this was taken from your Instagram, I believe, and there was a photo you took of the booth.
Yep.
Looking nice. Brings back memories.
Yeah, we turned that around pretty quick. We didn't have the thing built until like the day before the show, like the afternoon before the show. So we set it all up in one afternoon with all the prototypes and all the product on the other side. It was a lot of work, but it came out looking pretty good.
How many folks were out there building that thing and working?
We have a team who ships our booth to and from shows and puts it together when it gets there. And that was a team of about 3 guys, I think, who put it together. Okay. And then we brought 3 people: myself, the president, Chuck Tercera, and the product manager for Star Wars, Dev Gilmore. And the 3 of us did the 2 of us did the prototypes, and then Chuck did most of the store. Dev and I did the protos. And there are probably there might be like 50 or 60 prototypes in that case. Most of them, luckily, were already assembled, like production samples, came out of foam cases. But a third to a half of them were prototypes. So we had to actually assemble them and, get all the parts to stay in place. So it took a little while, but we managed to get it done.
That's awesome. And then it looks like you were enjoying a breakfast, as you said. And then there's a shot of the building. And there, of course, is that beautiful 7-inch Select Star Wars Stormtrooper.
Yeah, I brought my Stormtroopers with me everywhere I went. That was the morning we stopped at the food trucks they had parked outside. They had a whole bunch of food trucks there for the whole weekend. And one of them was serving mini donuts. So we got mini donuts with bacon.
Nice. Pretty good?
Oh, yeah, delicious.
And then there you were. This was, I believe, for those curious, the Saturday stream is where you can find your video. I had to do some searching this past week to find it.
Yeah, that's they had me come up on the celebration stage and show off some of our stuff. And we had a statue of Jackson, the green rabbit, that we showed off for the first time. And we had a guy in a Jackson suit actually bring it out. When we saw him walk around the show, we quickly grabbed him. We're like, "Hey, do you want to do this thing with us?" And he was a really, really nice guy. He works for he's with the 501st Infantry, the Star Wars cosplaying Legion.
Oh, awesome! I was going to ask you about. I was like, where did you guys get that on such short notice? I was like, but he was already there.
He was already there, walking around. In fact, I don't even think he was the only Jackson cosplayer on the floor, but he was the best, and he was a really nice guy. And yeah, he's out of Chicago, so we're going to be working with him on 501st stuff in the future.
Oh, that is so cool. See, look, guy probably went in that event, didn't know what to expect. Came out doing some cool stuff going on. Speaking of that statue, oh, there he is again. And then that guy, that thing was beautiful. I know you said in the video, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, there still hasn't been an announcement date yet for when he's going to go up for order or how that's going to work. Or
Yeah, he was originally slated to be an exclusive for somewhere, and I'm not sure if he's still going to be an exclusive for somewhere else. But he may end up being a web con exclusive or a web exclusive. I don't know if we're going to solicit him just to the general public.
oh, okay.
Because he's kind of a niche character, but he is canon now. They brought him back, so he's apparently in modern Star Wars continuity.
I remember him from the comics back in the day, and then I know Hasbro did a version of him, which now everybody knows everything about him. But I just remember those old comics from back in the day, and that's how I know the character. Oh, and from my Star Wars encyclopedia. Don't leave home without it, kids. But yeah, did you? So overall, your experience at this year's celebration, what'd you think of it?
It was great. It was great. It's gonna be interesting. Next year's is in London, so we'll have to see. I believe we're planning on attending. We'll have to see who's going to go to that one.
You could be going international now, huh?
Possibly. I haven't told me anything about it, but I'll have to keep an ear out.
If you were to go, would that be your first international trip with Diamond, or have you done like others?
With DST, yes. I've never gone international with DST. They've done some shows in the past. They did one in, I think they did General Giant Limited did a London Star Wars show once. And I want to say that DST did a show in Germany once. I could be wrong about that. Wow. But I know I've never gone international with them. And I haven't been to England in probably 30 years or 35 years. It's been a long time.
I've never left North America, so you got one leg up on me there, pal.
I got to travel a little bit when I was at Toy Fair. They sent me to Tokyo Toy Show once, twice, and then Palisades Toys, which was a company we covered back in the day, brought me with them to Hong Kong and then to mainland China to see how their factory worked. So that was a very eye-opening trip. That was very interesting.
That's awesome. That's crazy. You've lived quite a life, sir, in the toy world.
Yeah, I've been in it for a while.
What was I going to tell you? How was the response from people checking out the booth at the event? From big wigs, small wigs, everyday people celebrating the event. How did that go over?
Yeah, they were real positive about it. We had a couple pieces in our display case that hadn't been seen at all by anybody. One of them was a new jumbo action figure, one of our jumbo 12-inch figures of Grand Admiral Thrawn, where all these Grand Admiral Thrawn fans came out of the woodwork. I mean, we knew he had fans, but we didn't know how hardcore these fans were. Everybody came up and asked us all about it. And we had a couple other pieces. We had a bust of the Wampa, which everybody loved. They went crazy for. So a lot of questions about the stuff in the booth. The product sold really well. We didn't have our 2 exclusives there at the show, but we're going to send them to people at home who ordered them there at the show. So one was a Remnant Stormtrooper from Mandalorian, and one was a Jumbo Imperial Commander figure. So those are getting shipped to home this month, I believe. And then, but we had a lot of orders, and a lot of the in stock product we brought sold. So that was really great.
Very nice. It looked like you guys had a lot of cool stuff. You looked like you had a blast on your trip. So I'm glad you made it home safe. So we could do this interview, obviously. But no, it looked like just a fun event overall. Lots of fun there.
Thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome. And thank you for putting up with me while I said fun like 22 times in the run-on sentence.
It was fun. It was definitely fun.
Well, that's good. Now I wanted to move into San Diego stuff. So you guys will physically be at San Diego this year?
Yes.
Yeah.
Assuming nothing changes, we will definitely be there. Booth 2607.
Okay.
Same booth as every year.
Very cool. I wanted to go over some of the products you had listed, and this is, I believe, one of them. This is the Spider Sense animated mini bust.
Yes. Yes. This is from our animated style Spider-Man bust series. We also did the X-Men, but this is one of our Spider-Man pieces.
This looks beautiful. This looks like it's literally right out of like that, in the 90s, like cartoon art. And like, I get what it's supposed to be. I think the paint job looks fantastic on this.
Yeah, we have some really great painters who can really nail what the animation cell shading of the art looks like. So they managed to convey that in these things. And yeah, this one I love the backlighting because it's so dark, shadowy in the front, and then you have the light coming in from the back. It's a really beautiful piece. I think the first Spider-Man we did sold out, and we did an unmasked Spider-Man. I want to say what do we do it for Walmart? I can't remember if that one ever got released, but this one is pretty exciting.
Very cool. And then we get, I believe this is a gallery piece.
Yes, this one is not for San Diego. This is just a new solicitation.
Oh, this is just a new solicitation.
This will be at comic shops probably very end of year, early next year.
Okay. The Vulture, always a cool character. Fun fact, when I started reading comics as a kid, one of the first comics I picked up was a Spider-Man Vulture comic. There was also a Spider-Man Frogman comic in that set. So I have affinity for and love for Vulture and Frogman.
Excellent.
And then I don't know. I've seen now. I may have messed up some of my slides.
It's all right.
Was this the San Diego? Okay.
And it's the San Diego. This is a repaint of our Dark Phoenix statue, but it's really beautiful. I love the sculpt on the Dark Phoenix, so to do it in the green was just a natural. And that will be a San Diego exclusive. That and the Spider-Man are also shared with Diamond Comic distributors. So if you can't attend the show, you should be able to order them through other retailers. If not your local comic shop, then other online retailers. You can find a store at comicshoplocator.com, but they should be able to order those too for you. So definitely, if you aren't going to be at the show, don't worry. We will have some stuff that's only at the show, or maybe on our website. But these should be available pretty widely.
Awesome, that's what I'm talking about. And then this was a shared exclusive, right?
Yes, shared with Diamond. So this will be at the show at our booth. If you are at the show, we used to offer. This is Aang, obviously bronze antique. We call him an antique Aang because it does look. It actually, this is the early paint sample from the factory, I believe, but it came out looking like a bronze statue with like a sort of like a jade base. It's very cool.
This looks really wonderful. I like this.
So that one will be shared, and if you're at the show, usually some of the shared exclusives are available at other booths on the floor, but this time they'll only be available on the floor at our booth or through your local retailer or through one of your favorite online retailers.
Oh, okay. Pretty cool. Good information to have. And we were talking about this previously.
I'm excited about these.
These look cool. The animation style, they look like I mean, I know they're done Minimates style, but they still look like they jumped right out of some animation.
Yeah. The first series of Transformers Minimates we did had 3 of these characters. It had Optimus, Bumblebee, and Starscream. Series 2 is going to have Megatron in it. It's going to be coming out, I think, in the next couple of weeks, actually. I think it just hit our warehouse. But the difference between these and those is that those had were metallic. So it was all metallic colors. And this time they're going to be cartoon colors. So it's going to be pretty exciting to have like cartoon accurate versions of the characters, especially Bumblebee, because Bumblebee we did in gold for the first set, but now he's going to be in his famous bright yellow. So I'm pretty excited about this set myself.
That's pretty cool. Speaking of Minimates, how has the fan response been to the Transformer Minimates out there?
Good. I think it's been a pretty strong response to the Transformers Minimates. We solicited Series 3 not too long ago, and a lot of excitement about that. That one's based on the Transformers the movie. Yeah, we've got some other Transformers pieces we're doing too. We're going to do some statues. We just solicited Galvatron, and we're going to do, was it Galvatron? Yeah, Galvatron, and we're going to do some Beast Wars stuff too.
Yeah, those pieces looked amazing. Like when the video you guys did, what was it, like a month and a half ago or 2 months ago?
Yeah.
Those look like high quality, expensive items.
Oh, they're pretty expensive and they're pretty big. Like I think Galvatron's like 16 inches tall or something like that, and he's probably pretty wide too because he's got a pretty big base. But the Optimus Primal is pretty big.
He looked huge.
Dinosaur one is pretty big, I'm pretty sure. We're gonna do some big Transformers stuff. We did busts a long time ago, but this time we're gonna do some big statues. And the Transformers Series 1 Minimates is still in stock, actually, if you wanted to get a hold of that. It's still in stock in our web store, I'm pretty sure.
And you know where you can pick that up, folks? Right there. You see that? I already got the link ready for people.
Thank you.
Oh, no, thank you. And then moving on from there, I know there's something that wasn't SDC related.
Those are not SDCC, but that's our next wave of deforms, which are a little 3-inch PVC figurines. They come blind boxed, so you can order. I think we're selling them by the set on our website, but otherwise they're going to be sold as blind boxed figures in like a counter display at your local store.
Oh, okay. These are very. I like the big heads on them. They make them stand out.
Yeah, we call them deforms. Well, I helped pick the name. We call them deforms because they're like super deformed, which is the style out of Japan that they used to do for a lot of Gundam models and things like that. Big heads, little bodies, super cute. So kind of spun out of that a little bit.
Oh, nice.
But I think it's worked so far. People haven't they've been doing pretty well. So I think people like the name. Hopefully.
Well, if not, they're just going to have to deal with it, right?
They're going to have to live with it.
I mean, we're too far in.
I'm going to have to live with it. They're going to be like, these would have done better if they had a better name. It's like, oh gosh.
I was surprised to see Bruce. I know the license is all over the place, but I was excited to see you guys. I like your guys' Bruce Lee figure, and I like this new box that it comes in.
Yeah, we did a VHS figure a couple of years back of Tron. I think it was for 2020. It was him from the back of the VHS box, and we did it in a VHS box like this, and that did really well. It did gangbusters. And then we did a Crow VHS set for Walmart, which actually that one here. I love the VHS set. So I have the Crow that was sold to Walmart, which was very cool. And then we're going to do a few more of these for San Diego. So we've got Bruce Lee in his VHS case, and he comes with some extra hands and some nunchucks. And then we're going to do John Wick, who was never released on VHS, but
it fits the theme.
We did it anyway. And he comes with a room key for the Continental, as well as a couple of guns and a pistol.
Oh, see, there you go.
And we're going to do the two Cobra Kai main characters, Danny LaRusso, there's his box there, and Johnny Lawrence. And they each come with like a collectible trading card too.
These are really cool boxes. I really do, like you said, I do like this design. I think it gives fans like a new way to display stuff. Even if you already have it, it's like I would take something like this to get signed.
Yes, that'd be good to get signed. Yeah,
it just looks cool. It's already there. I don't know. I'm a fan of these. I see a lot of people in a lot of different groups are a fan of these VHS boxes too. I still see people trying to track down Rocketeer boxes.
Yeah, the Transformers Minimates we showed will also be in a VHS box, but not like a clamshell VHS box, more like a sleeve VHS box. So you slide out the pack from inside the animated sleeve, and they'll have original Transformers Minimates artwork on the cover of it. And you slide out the inside, and it's like a blister card inside. So that'll be pretty cool too. It's another take on the VHS theme, which we're not the only people who do the VHS, but I think we do it the best.
No, I think you guys do it the best. I think so. No, there's no second place. If you're not first, you're last, according to Ricky Bobby. So, um, and then we have a two. Is it a 2-pack or
Yes,
okay?
yes. It'll be a very deluxe 2-pack where you have classic costume Johnny Lawrence and Daniel LaRusso, and they come in a an opening box set where they're together. It's like it's a commemorative All Valley karate tournament box.
Oh, okay.
So it commemorates they're both being 2-time champions. And then it shows them, together in when the box opens up. So it's gonna be a really cool package. We have a guy named Jack Tsai who designs a lot of our San Diego Comic-Con packaging. He does a great job, and so this one will be really cool.
Very nice. And then I don't think this next slide's a San Diego exclusive, but it did take the world by storm. And
Yes,
that's this guy's beautiful.
Oh, good. I'm glad you like him.
Oh, I didn't know which route you were going to go with this guy when you did it, but I'm glad you guys went with that new Hulk style you're working with. I know some people were kind of curious. At the time, they didn't know if you were going to do a mustache head, an angry head. I was like, well, they went with classic looking head, but I'm not going to lie, an aviator glasses with mustache head would have been pretty cool too.
We thought about it. It would have been pretty cool to do the aviators and the mustache, but we wanted to go with the old school Thunderbolt Ross version rather than the new guy. Who I assume they only did the new guy just because they couldn't use Thunderbolt Ross. They might have a new Red Hulk. So I like General Ross better.
Yes. But this guy looks stunning. I'm happy we're getting a Red Hulk, another Red Hulk. I know you guys did one years back previously, right?
Yeah, we did it on the old Incredible Hulk body. This one's on the Immortal Hulk body. The Incredible Hulk is a little. He's really muscular. He's a little lanky. This one is a little bit more realistic, I think. This body type. So I think it's definitely a step up, an improvement. Not there's anything wrong with the last one, but I think this one's better.
I would have to agree. I mean, toys are always changing and evolving. So this is just the next evolution in Red Hulk from Diamond Select. I think you guys did a fantastic job with it based on the promo images. So very excited. He's due out October, November-ish?
We only solicited him like last month, I think. So
it might be next year.
Yeah, it's going to be like late 2022, early 2023.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, everything we're soliciting now, this newest stuff, except for the San Diego stuff, which we are expecting to have most, if not all of it, at the show. The stuff we're soliciting now is really generally 6 to 7 months off. So we're getting to the end of the year into early next year.
Very nice.
Assuming shipping, continues to improve. Right now, we are shipping stuff we solicited like a year ago, just because the trans-Pacific shipping is very slow getting into Los Angeles. So
one day it will catch up.
One day, hopefully, we're hoping it will catch up.
Absolutely. And then not a San Diego exclusive, but
yes,
pretty cool looking.
Yeah, definitely. This is a 40th anniversary Diamond Comics exclusive. It's Diamond Comics distributor's 40th anniversary. And so we are doing a few different exclusive products for them. We've got the Doom bust, which is a white repaint of our regular Dr. Doom bust, 1/7 scale. And then we've got a Snake Eyes that we're doing, a comic cartoon color Snake Eyes PVC diorama, which is a repaint of our regular Snake Eyes. I think we've solicited at least one other thing. We have a couple more that we haven't offered yet, but they're going to be coming pretty soon. So keep an eye out for those.
Very cool. I mean, I showed this to Al and them on the weekend show, and they just they were just. I mean, I was blown away too, but they were really blown away. Let me tell you.
Awesome. I just reread Secret Wars for the first time in a while, and it's really a great story. I didn't read all the tie-ins, and I have read some of the tie-ins, but I didn't read all of them this time. I just read the main miniseries, and it's really good. So I'm really excited that we're doing this repaint, and we've done other Doom stuff as well. So if this does really well, maybe we'll do a white version of some of the other pieces we've done, because that would be really cool.
That'd be very cool. And then a newer release solicitation. The Gargoyles line's going forward with more solicitations. With
Yes.
Xanatos here in his robot gargoyle outfit here.
Yeah, I forget. It's the Steel Clan armor. He's the second in the line. The first one was Goliath, of course. But we've also got a Steel Clan, a full Steel Clan robot that we're going to do. And we've also got, now I'm blanking on her name. The girl from Gargoyles. Not the police officer, the female gargoyle. Demona, yeah.
So, Minnesota.
So she's going to be probably number 3, and then we'll offer the Steel Clan at some point in the future.
Nice. Looking very good, much like the X-Men and Spider-Man line. Very animation centered and centric, and looks stunning.
Yes, we definitely want them to look like the animation. We've had good luck with the animated lines in the past. Like before Spider-Man and before X-Men, we did all that Batman animated style busts. So we did some Justice League too. So and Superman. So hopefully this does well. We're excited about it.
Absolutely. And then this just beautiful, stunning piece. I mean, I know the picture outsells it, but even without the background, you can't deny like this is sculpted and painted and executed top notch.
No, it's definitely a very iconic pose, and very very meaningful with how much he meant to everybody who watched the movies, and to the cast. Apparently, he was a very inspirational to them as well. So I think a lot of people have really reacted positively to this bust. This is a 1/6 scale bust, by the way, and it'll be out again probably end of this year, early next.
Nice. And then a gallery piece in my
yes,
because at first I looked at it and I was like, this looks like a premium piece, but nope, the eyes deceive me.
It's
that good at what you guys do.
They really did an amazing job painting this one. This and the Doctor Strange that we showed off, I think, the month before this. But they're going to be galleries. They're going to be 1/7 scale, about 1/7, 1/8 scale galleries. She just came out really amazing. There's a couple of runes on the back of her. There's a back image of her where she's got like a couple of runes floating in the back. But it came out really great. We do offer great paint jobs on the galleries as well as on the premieres. So I'm hoping that they can really nail this one and make it look just as good as the prototype.
Any gallery piece I've ever bought or reviewed, I've never had a problem paint wise with it.
Oh, great.
So I always tell people, if you're going to get in the statues, start first with the gallery pieces from Diamond Select, and then if you want to move up from there, I mean, you really don't have to, but like depending on what license you're after. But they do some good stuff. So I mean, you guys, I'm always blown away by the gallery pieces.
Thank you.
Oh no, thank your hardworking team for making those things always look really nice. And then a couple new Star Wars solicitations.
Yep, that's Cassian Andor from the. This is how he appeared in Rogue One, but we're all excited for the new Andor mini series on Disney Plus. The trailer came out; looks really cool.
Yes,
and this is another 1/6 scale bust.
And then,
that's Ezra Bridger from Rebels. He's I think he's a little older than the last time we saw him, but he's meant to be a more realistic take on the animated style character. This is another 1/6 scale bust. We do have an animated line where we do like animated style versions of Bo-Katan and Hera and Thrawn, yeah. But this is definitely a more realistic take on it, for our realistic line.
Well, he looks stunning, though. I gotta say, you guys do a really good job with your lightsabers, like especially on the mini bus. Like I think the blade itself always comes out really good too.
Yeah. Sometimes with the resin prototypes, you may see a little bit of drooping, but usually in production they're 100% straight, and they look really great in that translucent material we cast them in.
Absolutely. And then I'll be honest with you, that is the end of my slideshow presentation here. I do want to ask, Lord of the Rings is still doing okay. I know recently somebody asked Chuck, um, the Balrog. I know he said that if they could find a right price point, if not, I was curious. Have you guys ever considered? I know everybody else is doing this, and I know it's frowned upon some in a lot of circles, like a HasLab type thing for maybe something that size.
We've talked about doing that, and we've definitely talked about what would be the right price point for a big Balrog. I'd love to do it through our website, and take pre-orders and see what the response is, and then move ahead if it meets that, gets that good response. But it's we don't want to put something out there and then you not be able to deliver. So it's a double-edged sword.
I know.
But no, Lord of the Rings is going well. Series 5, I think we're going to be showing off Series 5 maybe at San Diego next month.
Okay.
And then we've got several more series in the works, laid out who we want to make. So I'm not sure where they are in development, but our goal is to finish the Fellowship as well as make a lot of the main characters that people want.
Oh, good. So the line is going to continue to. We're going to try our best to dive as deep in as we can with this.
Yes, for sure.
That's what I want to hear. Because last time we talked, some guy messaged or wrote in the comment section, "You should talk about Lord of the Rings." So for that individual, I have covered Lord of the Rings the best that I can right now, because we're in a weird holding pattern until after San Diego. So you've heard it first from this man. All right.
I can say no more, but we definitely have. I think it's a lot of the lines. A lot of the waves. It's going to be a good guy and a bad guy. So while we are working through the Fellowship, we're also trying to get more people for them to fight. So
that's awesome. And then, as it relates to Lord of the Rings, correct me if I'm wrong, is the only thing you guys doing right now is just figures? There's no statues or anything?
The figures, the deforms. I think that we had talked about doing some statues and busts, and I'm not sure what the next thing on our line plan is. But I do know that we want to do some resin pieces as well. And I think we did say we were going to do some galleries. So I think we have the rights to all of it. No Minimates that I know of, unfortunately. I love Minimates.
No Minimates or Minimates. I know.
No, that'd be great. But no, we're gonna do something else, either in the gallery space or something resin in the near future. But for now, it's just the figures and the deforms.
Cool. That works. At least we got an update on that. Is there anything else you can think of that we didn't cover that you wanted to plug? Items, things to check out, who to follow, where to shop. I mean, I've been putting up those banners the whole time on the show.
We just offered a couple of May 4th items that were for the Star Wars Day. We did a Endor Leia, and we did, I believe, the Luke Skywalker in pilot gear. I think those were the 2 May 4th exclusives. So those are both up for pre-order now. Those are exclusively through our website, I believe. And then we're getting, now that Obi-Wan Kenobi has started, we're going to be offering a new Obi-Wan Kenobi product next by the end of the month. I think the last Wednesday in the month. second to last Wednesday in the month, we're going to offer on the 22nd. We're going to be offering a new Star Wars item, which is tied into Obi-Wan Kenobi. So that's exciting.
Very good. Before I forget, so nobody gets mad either. So we have it on record. Star Wars Select figures will continue to be Shop Disney exclusives, and they will continue to be announced through Shop Disney, right?
Yes, we have a couple more in the works for now, and when they're ready to be announced, they'll be announced as a pre-order item or as a orderable item through shopdisney.com. And Marvel Select continues as well. We showed the Red Hulk, but we have a lot more in development for this year and next year. And we're going to be revealing at least one or two more at San Diego. We just solicited before Red Hulk. We did the Vision. We did new runs of movie Doctor Strange and movie Loki. But we're going to have a couple of new pieces at San Diego, including, as far as I know, Apocalypse, who we teased with artwork back in New York Comic-Con. So we haven't showed the final painted sample prototype yet, but hopefully soon, probably at San Diego.
Okay, cool. Because I was about to ask you. Everybody's wondering what's going on with the big mean guy. So now you know, and knowing's half the battle.
We're also going to be announcing a big new license for Minimates, Vinimates, and Gallery Dioramas at San Diego Comic-Con. In fact, one of the booth exclusives for the show is Vinimate of a new license. So we'll probably be announcing it before the show, but the new stuff will be on display at the show. And we'll have a Vinimate 2-pack available for purchase.
Well, my curiosity is definitely piqued, and I don't have all the tea in China, but I have a couple of bags upstairs. I will begin the bribery at one. No, I'm just kidding. I look forward to the reveal. It's Vinimates. I'm excited. Minimates. I'm excited. Gallery. Excited. So we got a lot of excitement wrapped up in a nice big surprise box that's right around the corner.
Excellent.
So awesome. If they want to stay up to date and get all the info about Diamond Select, what can they do?
Go to Collect DST on Instagram and Twitter. We actually have a TikTok now too, so you can go to TikTok.
Oh, okay.
And I think on Facebook we're just /Diamond Select Toys, all one word. But definitely check out all those pages. You can subscribe if you want to actually know, like, get newsletters about what's coming up. You can subscribe on diamondselecttoys.com and also on GentleGiantLimited.com, which is for all the Star Wars news. So GentleGiantLimited.com for Star Wars news, and I think we're a Gentle Giant Ltd on Instagram and Twitter. We also have YouTube channels for both, so definitely search for those. And I'm Zach Oat, one word, on Instagram and Twitter, in case anybody wants to find me.
Yes, you could see more amazing Star Wars Celebration photos, or occasionally, right? Sometimes you get early samples where you're able to show off some stuff once in a blue moon. It happens. But Zach does some great toy photo work over there, so go check him out. Very fun to follow. And I think, I wanted to say the YouTube channel, the host you have there from who is she? I always forget her name. She was
Cannon Doll.
Yes. Yeah, she does a good job.
Excellent. Yeah, no, we like her a lot. So she's always unboxing. If you go to YouTube or TikTok, I think she's always unboxing stuff there. So definitely check her out.
Absolutely. As always, sir, I want to thank you for your time, your patience, your candor. Coming on next is Meet the Press for those who are staying tuned. And with that being said, be safe, and thank you so much, and great googly boogly.